You still hear like a
everyone.
skittering noise further down the tunnel. You definitely are aware that there's still probably spiders around. You're just not in combat at the moment.
So I know Emerald wants to force us down into that fucking cave still.
I'm not saying us. I'm saying you and the demon.
Yeah, but I got smarter tactics than you, and I thought a rest would be a good idea.
Yeah, and how long do you think Ash is going to survive in the giant cavern of spiders? You remember the entire
We'll just
reason
cut
we're
away
down
from
here.
him.
I don't know. He's a smart boy.
He can survive anything until I get him.
Fine. I'm just gonna
What are you
slowly
gonna
travel
do,
down the
punch
cave
another
then. Good
tree?
for you. Whatever.
I'm gonna wear his skin as a cape. It's gonna be great.
This isn't metagaming, by the way. They can hear you. They can hear everything you're saying.
I'm just muttering to
I'm
myself.
slowly making my way down the fucking cave.
Not.
Let's go.
You're heading further. No worries. I've just put your tokens there, Simone.
I feel like I might
tokens.
throw some.
I can't. Okay,
that's
the
what I
screen
mean.
isn't loaded for me. I can't actually see this. Wait, no, it has. It is.
You might just have to continue to do.
I'm here. Oh my god, you have a bear.
If that's it, you'd be
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like here on top of the bear,
I'm gonna constantly ask if I can ride your bear.
and I will say when I'm finished.
I'm so
You're
tired.
not done with it.
Come on.
Okay, we'll skip back over to
Just
Tim
throw it away.
as you guys have decided to head further down the tunnel. We'll skip over to Tim.
Fuck, man, come on.
Further. Tim, what are you doing? You've got this heavily breathing half-elven woman next, fully elven.
Dude, remember, I was a
woman.
few meters ahead of her. Like 2 or 3.
Yeah, you're a few steps ahead of her, but she's not letting you get that far
He
away.
kept up.
So you know how there's a pile of rubble or something next to me? What was it made out of?
Further to the left.
Because I know that I was
Maybe
next
just
when I
rocks
felt
and
it.
things and like discarded bones and stuff like that. It's nothing. It's like it's not a puddle of treasure or anything. I don't know. It's just-
Okay, well, can I kind of like try to hide next to it or like in it? Slightly.
Yeah, so that's further over to the left. I can probably reveal a bit more. God damn, these hiccups.
Eh.
We'll see who gets the last laugh.
Oh, come on, man. Don't play me like that.
Come on, man!
Come on, man.
Come on,
It's like a pile of rubble like over here.
Okay, well, I stealthily and silently crawl towards it.
Alright, give me a stealth check. The half-elven lady, the elven lady is following you. Let me roll a deception.
Thingy.
Yeah, you make it up to the pile of rubble. The elven lady with you, you know is not quite as stealthy as you are, but nothing really seems to detect you. Every now and then you do notice there are spiders sort of running past where you are, and you're not completely alone here. The spiders sort of running to and from the large room where the huge spider lady was.
Okay, yeah, well, so I'm just like hanging out in that pile of rubble.
Right, so your plan is to just sort of stay down?
Yeah, I'm just staying stealth. I'm just hiding in there.
Yeah, you start to see light coming down the tunnel as you're hiding behind the pile of rubble. Yeah, we can move back over to the party. Okay, so you notice Spurgeon is at the back weaving some sort of spell that seems to be taking up most of his concentration. Alright, what are you guys doing? Let me see here.
Slowly making my way through, I guess. For fear that Emerald's gonna hit me.
Yeah, stop there. As you hit right there, or rather where you are, you hear a high-pitched squealing noise, like what happened the last time before you were attacked.
Yay!
Oh god.
Okay. Everyone roll
Who's
me.
hear me? Oh, I'm about to cast a spell really quick. I guess not.
Hey, so can I still hear what's going on like, down that cave? Does it echo through here?
Yeah, you definitely hear that high-pitched squealing noise. It echoes throughout the cave. It's quite loud. It seems to be some sort of like alarm warning for the spiders.
Friend
Wow,
of the day.
the assassin is slightly less shit than normal.
Wow, that is weird.
Something's wrong tonight.
There you go.
Alrighty, Kaderin, it is your turn. You don't actually see anything at the moment. You just hear the noise.
Well, then I'm gonna just stay where I am.
Okay. You can just delay your turn to the end of the round if you want.
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay. Alrighty. From the darkness starts erupting some spiders. You can get an attack of opportunity with a melee weapon if you would like to know it, as these spiders start rushing past you down the
shit,
tunnel.
yeah, I think I have a little dagger. Yeah, I whip out my dagger and I just start slashing at the bastards.
So just a massive spiders rushes down the tunnel towards you guys.
Oh,
But they
excellent.
can't attack this turn. They've sprinted basically.
So what,
Shit.
I can actually attack them right now,
You
you
only
said?
get to attack one of them because it takes a reaction for an attack of opportunity. So they're rushing by you. Alright, give me
I can't
that
use a
melee
magic
attack.
spell, can I?
No, it's just a melee attack.
Just
Unfortunately.
like a dagger. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my dagger on that guy right there.
All right, roll me that shit, yo.
Oh, it's only an 11.
Yes, your dagger just skips off the chitinous plating that these spiders have. They're
Bastards!
thick armor on them. Okay, the two eticaps, which you recognize from the forest, these eticaps aren't attacking you directly, but
Okay,
you
great.
are familiar with what they are doing. They are casting the
Yay.
web spell.
Yay!
Alright, so they are the two webs, and that ends the turn of your aggressors. Chuck Forrest, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to start firing my arrows.
Alright, give me those
Wait
attack
for
rolls.
My
Oh,
attack
you should
roll.
roll me initiative as well. Did you roll initiative, Tim? Roll me initiative, Tim.
Oh fuck.
We'll have you
Okay,
active.
okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
It's your boy Bangs.
Oh shit, we'll have you.
Oh,
go
I
next.
fucking win. Where's my turn, bitch? I'll
No.
go last.
You sure? Okay.
Check.
Yes, you hit it, absolutely no worries. Roll me the damage, which should be on your sheet. It'll be 1d6 plus something. That's. Oh, you. I don't think you can attack twice with a crossbow. I think you only get the one attack, but.
Yeah, it's one attack and then it's a turn to reload a crossbow.
Oh no, wait, that was Ash that rolled. I'm sorry. Amy, you hit with a 20, no worries. Roll me the damage, please. Have we lost you, Amy?
It was 1d6 plus.
3, probably? So it'll just be straight up plus your dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So which one are you shooting at?
Take that. To start with the one that's like here.
Okay, yeah, no worries. You do strike it, and like one of its legs come off entirely, and it starts leaking like a thick green paste out of its side, but it's not quite dead. Alrighty. Did you want to move anywhere, Amy? You can still move.
I think I'm good where I am at the moment. I want to hang back because of low health, but here I've got some pretty good sight to shoot.
Alrighty, let's move on. Carrion, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Agonizer Scorcher in, and it will go in that line there.
That's good. So yeah, it should hit pretty much all of them in front of you, right? Except for the one behind Umbrella.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'll cast it as a second level slot. So
Okay.
it'll just 3d8. I have to do a ranged spell attack, do I?
No, if it's an area attack like this, I believe it just hits, right?
Okay, so that's roll 3d8.
And then, okay.
So this
And
is
I
the
get to
damage.
save a spell, do I, Jerry?
Yeah, you get a chance to save.
Where's Jerry?
11 damage. What's the spell check, Jerry? If I make the roll. And I'm doing a really good job.
Oh shit.
Alrighty. So the first 3 spiders in front of you will just explode from the intense heat of the fire.
Shit.
It's erupting out of your hands. The next 2 seem relatively unaffected, but the one at the very end also succumbs to the flames.
Okay. And can I take a couple of steps back?
You can, yeah, you can move as far as you want. Well,
Okay. Well,
within
a reasonable amount. Yep, I'm just gonna go over here.
Alright,
Man, I'm lost.
no worries. Okay, so the web does sprout into a huge amount of flame during this time. Everything inside of the web takes an additional 5 damage, including you, Aurala, and 2 more spiders die. Virgin, it is now your turn.
Alright, how far, just so everyone's aware, I'm casting Glyph of Warding at the cave entrance to do fire damage to any spiders who come near it.
See, I'm going to say that you've just come to the, if you spend this turn finishing the incantation, it'll just finish up. Okay? No worries at all. Have you decided the element and everything like that?
Well, I was going to go fire because I thought the whole place would go up in flames. Yeah, let's do fire. They seem to be somewhat susceptible to fire, so we'll stick with fire damage anytime anyone comes within 10 feet. Or any spider monster comes within 10 feet.
Alright, so you have to give the glyph very specific and very set commands, Taylor. So it's a fire glyph, and what stipulation do you put on the glyph? So it needs to have very clear instructions for what triggers it, for what doesn't trigger it.
Triggered when any creature. So it's got creature kind.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing a spider a creature kind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could just say anytime a spider comes
Anytime
within.
a spider creature comes within 10 feet, is it triggered?
Okay. All right, Emerald, it is your turn.
Righto. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Yep. Sure. Run with that spell attack. Yes, that hits, surprisingly. Alrighty, yeah, that hits. Roll with the damage. And yes, the spider is overwhelmed by the ray of frost.
That's it. I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay where I am. That's fine.
No worries. Orala. Oh, you're in a burning web.
I know, right? Can I try, roll my way out of it?
Yeah, you can roll. Because the web is on fire and you've taken damage from it, you find that you can pull through the web relatively easily. Like, the stickiness is taken away by the just huge amount of heat.
May as well keep going down the tunnel. There's no more spiders behind or in front of me. But there's those etiquettes, I'm assuming, because they cast the webs. I'm gonna go there.
Okay, no worries. You want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna... Can we see the etiquettes this time?
Yeah, they're out in the open. They're not in a web.
Sick. Well, I'm definitely gonna cast Cloud of Daggers right above those sons of bitches.
Okay.
Alright, so cast it on, that square.
Okay, no worries. Roll me the damage if you would. Alrighty, no worries. Yes, the Cloud of Daggers whirls into existence and starts revealing a purplish liquid leaking out of these etiquettes. Okay, moving on. Simone, your turn.
So I'm stuck in webs, right? Can I move?
Oh, yes, give me a dexterity check to see if you can move nimbly enough to not get stuck.
Not too bad.
You are webbed, so you cannot move this turn. Now you can use your turn to try and muscle out of the web, so you can roll me a strength check.
Can I use a bow, or am I also my arms are impeded?
No, you can act normally, you just can't move, so you can do anything else you would normally do.
But wouldn't a natural reaction for the bear to try and free itself?
Definitely. Roll me a dexterity check with the bear, and we'll see if it's nimble enough to not get stuck.
Oh, good damn it, honey!
Yeah, the bear looks around dumbly as it is stuck in place.
I'm casting dancing lights right here.
Okay.
The light is coming up.
Emerald, your turn.
That's me done.
What do you see, Emerald?
Big spiderlings! They're running! Like pansies.
Pansy.
It's just
what you guys
echoing.
notice is since hearing that last high-pitched squeal, all the spiders sort of along the wall are heading further back in towards the cave. So all of the non-consequential ones, like the ones that are less than the size of your finger,
The
will
little
flee
daddy
back
long
into
legs.
the cave. Yeah. There's
But
thousands
Harry
of-
Huntsman's-
blue dot.
That's a dancing light. Or
Oh.
several dancing lights.
I see one.
Okay, let's...
I'll put them all together and make a
It's like
fire.
a swarm of fireflies, so they're not distinct from one another. But...
I've moved them all together so that they, what does it say? Combine the four lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size.
Alright, Emerald, and now Orala. Yeah. I'm assuming you get rid of the Cloud of Daggers at some point, Zillow?
No, I'll let someone just walk into it by accident. Yeah, just
Would Emerald have not already walked into it?
No, I walked around. I walked around.
5-foot radius. How close did you get?
I thought it was. I went like that a ways.
If you went through that square, then you would have taken damage.
Oh, well. Which square?
Alright, roll me 4d4. Are you unconscious, Matt? I just remembered how much health you got.
I am on 1 health point.
Oh, you got 12 back? That's crazy. Oh, that's so good.
I am on
Okay.
1 HP.
I would have laughed so hard because you know what the funny thing is? You would have fallen unconscious inside the cloud of daggers.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
That
but
was so close to being a disaster. Emerald learnt a harsh lesson today. Okay,
Are we
Orala,
still
it's
in
your turn.
initiative?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll stay in initiative for now. Orala, your turn.
And I continue to follow Emerald through the cave.
Okay, no worries.
Just quickly,
Probably about as far as I can go. It's only
I did
25
put
feet.
my turn at the end, right?
The break into this tunnel looks relatively recent, and the rocks it just seems a lot darker in this tunnel.
Okay, so do I see anything? Do I have roll perception, like any other paths, like any of my stuff or something?
Roll me a perception. You get the feeling you would realize if there's like a pile of your stuff around.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have a pretty good look around. Hang on, the elven lady is following you still.
Yep.
So yes, you perceive all that about the cave entrance in front of you, and you look around, and really all you see is like rubble and bone fragments, sort of stuck in. It's basically all just webbing with rocks and bone fragments and things around the place. You can't see any gear. Yeah, you do notice all the spiders sort of flooding back into the cave where you just came from.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to start crawling up towards the group.
Yeah. Okay, we'll roll your elven companion as she scuttles along behind you. Going, why are we crawling? No one knows. No one's scared to ask, and by no one I mean two.
We never ask names.
Alright, you can do something else this turn if you want, Tim. But... Oh, no, you've had a good look around and moved. We'll call that your action.
Oh, thank you.
Darren, your turn.
I'm just gonna move and catch up my 50 feet.
Alright, you can move 60.
60?
Okay, yes, on the turn of the Eticaps, they just continue to move like further back into the tunnels and you lose sight of them. Alright, yeah, that's their turn. We'll move on to Chuck Forest.
I'm just gonna keep on
Keeping up.
moving a bit.
Alright, no worries. Carrion,
Samesies.
just moving on. Spurgeon, your turn. Do you want to do anything special?
Yeah, I
Yes.
might next to Shimon Bear. Activate with 60 feet around the web.
Buddy.
Alright, Emerald, your turn.
I am not going to move and stay where I am.
Alrighty, yeah, we're out of initiative.
Yeah, I can start doing. Oops.
Alright, so
adventure.
this cave is, you guys are pretty far underground now, actually, and so it's really still, it's really moist down here, like it's all glistening with like...
Someone yell for Ash. Ash, wait.
You can yell.
Ash, surely you can see the
As
light.
you yell
that's
Ash,
being
you hear like a hugely high-pitched scream coming from further in the
Oh,
cave, and
great.
it shakes the walls, it's so loud and permeating.
Ooh. It's a bad shit you should leave. I'm really scared.
Okay, I get up.
Not yet.
I get up.
Have you revealed yourself? Okay.
Okay, no, I get up. I fucking... You know Macaulay Culkin in that fucking Home Alone, how he's like screaming because he sees the robbers? And he holds his hands up and he's like... That's me, and I'm just like running towards my mummy group of
You're
people.
definitely like in my light circle.
Fail children.
Yeah,
You see you.
I
Yeah,
guess.
you guys
Ash.
notice, there's a strange figure with Ash as he approaches you.
Who's this?
It's an elven woman who you get the feeling she'd be beautiful if she wasn't covered in like blood and muck and goo and gross stuff. She is completely naked. Her body is young,
Hello.
taut. But her skin is darker than elves you've seen in the past. She's got a very browny skin. She rushes up to you, Karen, and she says, "Hello, my name is Kieta. We have to get out of here."
We know
Hey,
that.
I've actually got a spare robe, I'm pretty sure. Let me just check. Yeah, I do.
Do you? Do you have a
Sure.
spare robe?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, she
I'll give you my robe.
Yeah, she heartily takes the rope from you. She's fairly tall, so it
I
doesn't
also
fit
have
her
Oh no, I can't give away
super
my
well.
shoes.
It's kind of like it's a bit of a mini skirt on her, but she's appreciates it. Yeah, and she says, "Okay, thank you, but we have to get out of here. That thing is down there."
Yeah. I don't need
I'm pretty
convincing. We
convinced.
found who
Yeah.
we came here to find, so.
Yeah, that's
Hey
good.
guys, I need to find my gear, but let's leave for a little bit. We have to come
Nope.
back.
Nope.
We have to come back.
I'm happy
You
to
can
come
buy me
back.
shit.
Hey guys, do you want to find somewhere safe to just have a rest? Because I'd really like to be able to recharge my magics.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's chill.
Okay, so when you guys are about 200 feet from the cave, you hear a massive explosion.
Cool.
It happened!
And then you hear explosion just cackling manically.
Oh boy, there are going to be a lot of angry spiders.
What damage does that do?
5d8.
Yeah, roll me 5d8, please, Tara.
And before you hit a fucking caterpillar, man.
Again, you hear like a massive high-pitched screaming noise.
Are we allowed to run?
And then, yeah, you guys are outside the cave and you guys are in the forest again. You've got this elven woman who, she's very gaunt. You get the feeling she's probably been down in the cave for like not too long, probably close to a week. She's looking a bit rough.
Can I
Name.
give Tim my wolf coat?
No, we've got it. It's like Kieta or something.
Yeah, she says, "Oh, thank you. Thank God we're out of that cave. My name is Kieta. I was taken by those things with my companions, but."
Actually, we were looking for some elves. You don't happen to know them, do you?
Just quickly, I give
You've
her
got-
one of my rations.
Okay, yeah, she takes it appreciatively and asks for something to drink as well.
Kieta, I want to know, can you shapeshift?
No, I'm no druid. I'm just a simple hunter.
Oi, mate, Kieta. I saved you in there, mate.
Oi, mate.
He says, "Yes, thank you. No, I never caught your name."
Ash Ketchum.
She bows and says, she gives some sort of blessing in Elven and goes down on one knee and touches it. She says, "Thank you."
Oh my god. Ash getting a blessing from an elf.
She says, I thank you for freeing me, but I must make it back to my people and let them know what has happened.
Where are
I have
you?
children."
Where's your people?
He says, I live about a day's travel to the north, mate.
Oh.
that
Do
a
you reckon if we went there,
grass?
if we could rest there?
He says, my people are not welcoming to outsiders. We're at a time of war, you see, especially not those kind. And she gestures to Spurgeon. She says, I cannot bring a human into our camp.
But surely, I mean, when we proved that we helped you and we saved your life, that we're pretty okay.
Roll me a persuasion check, Karen.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
She nods and says, yes, well, I suppose you're right. I mean, we haven't had a human in the camp for a generation. Perhaps now is the time. I will take you with me.
Hey, look,
Thank
I'm
you.
happy to sleep outside, under guard, whatever. I just want a safe
Well, we'll
place.
see how they accept you first, mate.
Oh, well, they could have taken with a sword to the face.
So she says, if you just travel for a day to the north, you could make it to a camp. If you
Alright, we'll go
Well,
a bit
let's see
up. We'll go half a day up, we'll sleep, then we'll go the next half a day. How about that?
Okay, yeah, roll me a survival check. Whoever's going to do survival.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, no problems. In fact, you come across a deer along the way, Adrian. People are hungry. You can choose if you want to take it down for food or to let it go.
I feel like I have no qualms eating deer. Let's take it down. Is it a big deal?
It's a doe. You don't have to roll to attack or anything. You can just bring it down. So the doe is not aware of you until you
Okay.
end it with an arrow.
Does it look like there's a lot of meat on this doe?
Yeah, you definitely think you could feed the whole party like really well tonight.
Including my bear.
Yeah, there'd be enough meat to feed your bear really well as well. Okay, yeah, you bring it down, no problems, and the perfect shot through the body, it dies instantly, and yeah, you guys get meat.
Yay!
So yeah, you guys can just rest tonight, just pretty uneventful. It's
How long
very
rest?
cold. It's an
Sitting around
8-hour
the
rest,
campfire.
and It's about 5 p.m. in the afternoon, so it works out perfect time if you just want to rest overnight.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, that's probably where we'll end tonight, guys.
Is we going to do Songs of Rest?
Sure.
I'm not sure I have the spell. Oh wait, yeah, no, sorry. That doesn't need a spell slot. Yes, I'll do Song of Rest.
Yeah, and I do Song of Rest too.
Okay, cool.